Hey, what's up, teachers? Welcome back to Olive and Rose Education's channel. Today, I'm going to be showing you how you can use generative AI as your own personal assistant to provide individual support for each student in your class. And not only that, I'm going to show you how you can provide supports to your students based on grades and also based on behavior. And let me show you how. And I'm going to get started showing you how to support your students based off of the overall grades that they have in your classroom. So during this demo, I'm going to be using ChatGPT specifically because it allows you to upload 2 files at once, which is really, really helpful. So as you can see here, I have a data sheet that contains examples of students and their overall grades in the course, along with a lesson plan as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to prompt ChatGPT or whatever generative AI tool you're using to go ahead and analyze both documents, give us strategies and some drafts of its suggestions on how to support each student, but not in a general way. We're going to ask it, how can we support each student within the lesson plan that we're about to teach? This is going to allow you to get a specific output, which is going to save you time. Now, very important to remember, when you are inputting information like a data sheet of students' grades into these tools, always remove students' names from these documents because that information is being shared with the business that owns these tools. So what I did is I removed any student names, any identifiable information, and I just labeled them A through Z with the percentages of the scores that they have in the class. So let's go ahead and get started. We have our prompt here. We're going to ask it to analyze and then give us strategies to support the students within the lesson plan. And that's how you're going to get your specific output. Now, always remember, when using generative AI, this is creating drafts. It's up to you as the teacher with your own expertise to revise the content, get it to exactly what you want, and then put it into your curriculum. So you can see now it's grouped some students here, and it's going to go through and give you differentiation strategies, some support strategies based on the lesson. So you can see here, it says student A is at 59%. That's student struggling. Support strategy. Pair this student with student C for guided peer modeling. Really great suggestion. Provide sentence starters for T-chart comparisons. Offer a mini lesson during independent practice. And then use a color-coded version of the declaration and textbook for key ideas. And it's going to go through and do that for each student that you have, which is pretty awesome. It gives you some tips for exit ticket strategies, group formations, things like that. So then you can go in and make it a little bit more specific if you know more information about your students, like this. We're going to go in and say that student A struggles with comprehending long lengths of text. How can I better support this student during this lesson? And it is going to give you some examples just for that specific student right there. So it gives you some scaffolded support, chunking the text. That's a great way to do it. Visual aids. It's going to give a lot of great ideas that you can then use at your disposal, at your discretion. And what makes this a huge time saver is that now you have a personal assistant where you can bounce ideas off of, you can brainstorm, and really has access to a whole extensive database online, the web, its own things it's been trained on, and it can give it to you in seconds, which is a huge time saver. And then you can go in, tweak the material however you want. Now let's look at how you can use generative AI as your assistant to support your students based on specific behaviors. We're essentially going to do the same thing with a little bit different prompting. So you can see here, I've uploaded my lesson plan because I want ideas on how to specifically support my students in an upcoming lesson. That's what's going to save me time. A specific prompt will give you a specific output as well. So you can see here, we say, I'm an 8th grade teacher and I have a student that struggles to pay attention in class. So we say what grade we're teaching and we say what the concern is, what the behavior is. This particular student is constantly walking around the classroom, talking to friends, disrupting learning. Analyze the attached lesson plan and give me strategies of how I can support this student before having to meet with the family. And you can see we took out any identifiable information that can be shared with the with ChatGPT. We took that out, and now we can go ahead and hit enter and get suggestions on how to help this student and improve behavior based on the specific lesson plan that we are going to do. So you can see it's giving sections right here from my lesson plan and what to do specifically within that lesson with student to try and help this behavior in the class. And it breaks it down and gives you suggestions for each section of the lesson plan. Even gives some bonus ideas for you to try out. Then, just like before, you can go in, you can revise this, you can ask it to provide different examples for different sections, and it will give you that information in seconds, saving you so much time as a teacher to be able to pour into your students and give your students exactly what they need. If you like this video, go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe so you can be notified of new videos that get posted. Also, if you have an idea for how you want to see generative AI be used in your classroom, go ahead and comment and we will make a video especially for you.